Hi, how you doing?
That was good.
That's actually more what we want right there.
What's that? Like
where
that?
Where you can kind of hear it, like in your head.
Yeah. I got like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like this?
Yeah, like that. Let me just move
I
this.
don't have that.
So if I'm looking at the cow, look at that. If I'm looking at the camera.
I don't have that growl. You know, I sound like a girl trying to talk like a guy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Tuna Blue. I am your host, John Flounder Caruso, here always with my co-host, Steve DeStefano, and DJ Lou in the background, always making the magic happen. Steve, as always, how was the week?
And we're off without a glitch.
That's it.
Without a glitch. Did you know it was without a glitch?
Without a glitch.
Off without a glitch.
Off without a glitch. That means off without a... Well, we had a little glitch.
I always thought it was hitch.
Off without a hit. No, a glitch. A glitch was like a glitch in a glitch in the screen. A glitch, yeah, like a little mess up. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Off without a hitch.
I would say hitch makes sense. Though.
If you didn't have a hitch, then you wouldn't have anything to go off with.
That's what I'm saying. It's off without a hitch. Like you didn't need any help. You know? Like I always thought like it was off without a hitch. Like the hitch, like the trailer, it's like assisting.
Off without a hitch. Although a glitch. It's a glitch though, right?
It is glitch. I think. Can we look it up? I heard someone say without a glitch. And I was like, is it glitch?
No, this ain't hitch.
It is hitch.
It's hitch, yeah.
Oh, so that fucking guy was wrong.
See? You are smarter than you think.
I got hollered at again for cursing too much.
On this? Mm-hmm. By who? Your father?
My mother-in-law asked Michelle if I curse a lot. She's like, I heard he curses a lot.
Listen, guys.
Listen.
It is for mature audience only, and it's a podcast. Have you guys ever watched podcasts? It's whatever.
Well, we're trying to recreate roadside discussions. This is what we talk about. This is how we talk.
Yeah, like literally.
We're toning it down. Big time.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the whole point of this. Is like how we be talking out in the field and working. And actually, yes, this is a very toned down version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I dropped.
We were doing good.
That's what I thought. You know what? Fuck it.
Fuck it. Off without a hitch.
Off without a hitch. So
it is hitch.
So yeah.
Is glitch a thing at all? Off without a glitch? Or that guy just fucked up that bad?
I think that guy just sucks.
I forget where I heard it. It was on the radio, I think. Off with or maybe it was a podcast. Might have been like Rogan. Someone fucked up on Rogan, maybe.
Oh.
All right.
So
I'm done.
How was the week?
Week's a week. It's a week. Weeks are cool.
Yeah. The guy I'm usually with is out this week. He's on vacation. Hope you're having fun, Shoppy. And I gotta, they gotta give me a guy bouncing around, different guy here and there, and it's been, I don't know, it's been a little stressful. We go off with 4.10s to 5.8s, so it's like I don't mind it because we're getting overtime, like mad overtime, because we're the last ones to get done.
Is that a seasonal thing now that you're
probably yeah? Because the drill crews are still on 4.10s. Mm-hmm. The service crews and asphalt guys are on 5.8s, so. It is what it is. I mean, I love my gig, making overtime, making the money, and around this time of year, this is all plus money for us. The closer you can work to Christmas and into the winter, and the more you work into the winter, that's just great. That's just better for us.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
So yeah, but it's been a little stressful. Got some new guys, and then the schedule gets hectic. So, but yeah, kind of a basic week, I guess, right?
Yeah.
We were allowed to have them, right? So Flounder's fun fact, I'm going to start doing this every week. We'll do a little Flounder's fun fact. Did you know lunch atop the skyscraper, that picture where they're having lunch? The iconic photograph lunch atop a skyscraper was staged in 1932 to promote nearly a finished RCA building, now part of the Rockefeller Center. Oh,
interesting.
A little fun fact.
That is a very iconic photo. Everyone knows what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, they're sitting on the First
I'm sure Lou will find it. Everyone will be seeing it right now.
You wouldn't catch me dead up there. No.
There's just no harnesses.
Totally afraid of heights. I am completely afraid of heights. So that'd be the first thing. And yeah, there are no harnesses, and they're sitting there just having a good time.
Yeah.
But so let's jump into it. What do you got?
All right, dude. So let's talk about flagging.
Okay.
Okay. Now, why is it, right? So if you were, so say your schedule came out right now. Flounder, you're flagging tomorrow. How do you feel? Just walk me through how it feels.
Deflated. As soon as somebody tells me flagging, I'm deflated. I almost instantly want to just call out.
It's degrading. It feels degrading.
Listen, because people who never flagged, okay, don't understand how miserable of a job that is. First of all, you think, oh, you're just standing there turning the paddle. Do it. Do it. Because I'm telling you right now, your knees, ankles, feet, all of it will be, you'll be barely walking when you get home. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Not the people you have to deal with, the cars you almost get hit by. I mean, it's just like...
And then you look at your clock and it's 7:30.
Right. You go through all that. Right. You go through all that within a matter of 45 minutes. You're like, is the day over? No, I've only spent an hour out here.
Not even...
No. Oh, by the way, if you got to pee... You have to get somebody to cover for you. Like you have to call somebody and say, "Hey, I really gotta go piss."
We just let the traffic run. Just let my guys go. Let my guys go. I'll be back in a second.
You got to grab whatever you want. You don't get lunch. You don't get break.
No. No one comes over. See how you're doing.
No one cares. The flag. You're the lowest. You're the field goal kicker of the football team. If you're a flagger, that's what you are.
But like, all right. So it's not like, it's tough. It's just a mentally tough job for some reason. But it pays the same. You're not killing yourself.
No.
I mean, we have headphones. You could put one speaker in so you can still hear traffic. You can listen to the radio. Like you usually have a truck right next to you. You could keep your shit in there. If it's hot, you could keep the air conditioner on. Fucking just
jump
stick your
in
head
there.
in the window. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can make it like
a little more
like okay,
a little more comfortable, right?
But it's still like for some reason I get so embarrassed by the prospect, the thought of fucking flagging. Like someone driving that I know and seeing me on a flag, like it breaks my soul. And I don't understand it because it pays the same. And like I said, like you're not killing yourself. So what is it about flagging that is so like hard on the mental?
I want to say because listen, there are people out there, and I don't want to down it, or that the guys at the hall. That's all they do. They just want to go flag. They'll jump around because they're true journeymen. They're jumping around company to company, and they do flagging, and they enjoy doing that. Not me, but I think when you're doing traffic and you're almost like a foreman. You're setting up the traffic. You've been doing that all the time. Your majority of the time. If you're doing asphalt like I was, if you're and you're raking, you have a job that like that like that you're involved in or whatever it is important. And then go flag. It's like it does. It feels degrading. It feels like it's a downgrade, even though you're making this. Like you're right. Even though you're making the same money, it feels like you're getting demoted.
It does.
It really does. And I'll be honest with you. And there's 3 jobs in this industry I can't stand doing. Flagging is the third one. It's hanging guide rail, jackhammering concrete, and flagging. The 3 worst jobs I would think that I can think of in our labor industry. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's some people that just don't mind. Like to say, go flag. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Like usually I'll like, if I like hear, if like, oh, you got a flag today. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? And then someone will just be like, I'll do it. I'm like, no, I'll do it.
You know what?
Like then it becomes like, okay, I'll just do it.
You know what aggravates me sometimes is when they have a girl flagging. And it's not because they can't do it or anything like that. But hear me out, girls. If you got to go to the bathroom, you can't just go jump behind a tree like we can, okay, and hide or just open the door and pee inside, inside the door. Girls can't do that. This ain't the Eagles tailgating where you open the door and they piss on the ground. You just can't do it.
A lot of girls bring the tent. Have you seen the tent?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's like a portable porta potty.
What, for flagging?
They bring it for every.
I've seen it. I've seen it at the tailgate thing. Yeah, I've seen that.
I worked with a female operator who just carried this tent around.
Well, that's a good idea because, really, I mean,
you stopped everything.
Yeah, if there's no Johnny on the spot, then and a lot of times when you're doing that road work, there isn't.
Oh yeah, not on a flagging. If it's that big of a flagging operation where it's going on for months and months and months, let's just get the temporary traffic.
So think about that. If a female's out there and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm flagging today. I ain't gonna have no spot to piss." Now it's 90 degrees. She doesn't want to drink water because she don't want to go piss.
Right.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
but the flagging thing. Go ahead, tab it.
Yeah, and you said something too, like you're doing asphalt or you're running a crew or you're doing whatever, right? And you're like, if you take pride in what you do, you're kind of like talking yourself up in your head.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it last week. Like you kind of hyping yourself up, like I'm doing a good, like you're trying to do a good job.
Right.
And you're thinking you're doing a good job and you're thinking it's getting noticed. And then the next day it's like, go flag.
You know what else too is like when we're done doing something, it like when you set your traffic up, you see something complete. When you're flagging, there's nothing. It's just
people
stop.
beeping and
That's
cursing
it.
and
there's no finished product of flagging until you're done.
You're
and
doing
done.
nothing.
You're doing
almost.
nothing, right?
You're keeping people safe. It's essential. I mean,
absolutely.
It's an essential job, but
Yes.
it's like, it's just, I don't know what it is, man. It makes me sad to think about. And it's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. Like, I wish I was the kind of guy that, like, I remember a time when I wanted to flag more than anything. Like, I remember I was doing slurry and we would see those flaggers and we're breaking our balls.
Oh, God, yeah.
And you see them flaggers, they're all just like, and these guys are like like they're professional flaggers, just fucking twirling them fucking things around, like loving life, dude, singing, fucking flexing.
Meanwhile, we're on the
And I'm
slurry
like, man, that looks fucking awesome, And then you flag one time and you're like, oh, nope.
It's horrible.
This is worse than anything I ever
It's
thought.
horrible. Yeah.
And it's just like a low man on, it feels like a low man on, but it's not. It's not.
No.
Because like, honestly, like the office, like anyone above you, supervisors, whatever, they're not looking at it like, oh, well, he's too valuable to put on a flag all day. They're looking at it like, oh, we need a flagger. This guy's not doing anything. Move him here. It's a
They
puzzle.
almost might even think if they've never done it before, we're giving them a little bit of a break. Yeah, you're not.
They do, and it's like, oh well, we're keeping them going. It's blah blah. You know what I mean? Like they think they're taking care of you, and like they are. You know, like they are taking care of you, and it's fucked up. Like, cause I'll get asked to flag, I'll react like a fucking asshole. Like I'll internalize it like an asshole. Sometimes I'll externally fucking be an asshole also. And then I feel terrible because it's like, what the fuck? It's a fucking job.
Yeah, I always like I don't know. I got 15 years in, and I just feel like I'm past the flagging. You know, if I wanted to be a flagger, I go get my flagger card. Yeah. Like I'm past that. Like I'm past the flag. I always feel like that's a young man's job. Guys that are beginning.
It's an old man's job, really.
Or some of these guys that don't necessarily know a good trade or one of our things that they don't know it well. That's a good spot to put an apprentice. Yeah. Let him watch as he's flagging. He can watch what's going on. But. Yeah, I mean, like, no, I never wanted to, but especially now. I mean, I probably would say, no, you can just leave me home. I don't want to,
But, all right, so in that context, right, in the flagger context, like, where it's like one of them things where it's just like, it's just a mind fuck for some reason. It just hurts your soul. What do you think are some other jobs out there in different industries, not just construction, that are looked at like that by the employees? Like like a teacher, like Lou. What is there like? Is there like a teacher thing that they ask you to do where you're just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
librarian.
What am I, a first year teacher?
Right?
I thought I had tenure.
Yeah, bathroom duty.
Bathroom duty. What's bathroom duty?
Yeah, sit outside of a bathroom and like check the kids one by one in and out of.
And that's degrading. You're like, man, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this. And the seniors are all looking at you like, dude, look, you fucking loser.
Right.
But like, what else you think?
I mentioned one earlier. The field goal kicker, the kickers on football teams, they are looked at like nobodies. Like, And it's a shame because they could be such an important role of the game. They could be such a hero or zero.
Yeah.
There's nothing in between for them.
Look at Scott Kingery from the Phillies, right? He came up. He had a great spring training.
Yeah, Scotty Jetbacks.
They gave him a fucking deal, and then he sucked.
Yeah.
So they had to send him down to the minors. Like, don't you think he probably feels like totally dejected?
Yeah. How do you think? I want to say,
even though he's making the same amount of money.
How about Bryce Harper when they're coming back from an injury and they have to go play AAA ball?
Yeah.
Like,
He don't do it. Bryce don't do it.
He has.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't think he did.
No, they.
He hit a home run his first one. Yeah.
So I mean, imagine like guys like that with that kind of stature, right? And then all of a sudden they're playing AAA. They're like, what the frig? Yeah,
it's true. Well, I was listening to Rogan today too, and they were saying how like actors, you know what I mean? Like these. I guess these people are like they're like artists, you know, like they want to take pride in what they do, like, and then like they'll get on some bullshit fucking sitcom, like,
Oh, right, yeah.
you know, something stupid. They do it just to fill a void, just to make some money. They're making $50,000 a week,
Right.
But they feel like fucking shit about themselves,
Yeah.
you know, and then they're stuck doing it because they're like they're in now. And
What
they
about bagging groceries at a grocery store? You think is that one of them?
dude, that's literally my favorite thing in the world to do. Is
I would have loved to
I
done that.
fucking love, dude. I am so focused when I'm bagging. Like this is all right. I'm sorry.
ahead.
when I'm putting shit in my cart, I'm doing it thinking about the bagging.
Bag.
Yeah, I got boxes. I got round things. I got heavy. I got light. I
then
got
you got to put
bread.
then you have to put on the conveyor belt that way.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
that order.
Yes.
Because when
Yep.
it comes down when you're bagging,
Yep. You gotta
the
dink,
girl
dink.
doesn't take her foot off the pedal.
No.
And then things are
Just smush.
They're coming.
Smush everything.
Right.
I'm like, you're smushing all my shit.
Yeah,
I
right.
said that before.
Right.
What are you doing?
Wait, what are you pushing for?
Yeah.
How about when you're doing it and the people behind you want to just keep putting their stuff on the belt and they don't put the thing in between
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
just like, I'm like, I've actually asked the person, are you paying for mine too? Because
Yeah.
yeah.
And sometimes the cashiers, they like get, like, do you want help bagging? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
No.
Like, I never let them help.
No.
Because they use
They
way
don't
too
care.
many bags.
They don't care.
They're
Eggs
not,
are going first
they don't
and
give a
then
fuck.
ground meat on top, yeah.
So like, no, I'm good. I got it. And then they'll try and race you. Like, oh, I'm going to fucking scan this shit way before you can bag it. And I'm in a fucking full-on race.
Yeah, you're in a
I'm
competition.
like, oh, I'm bagging this before
yeah,
you scan
yeah.
it.
You
And
can-
then you fumble one thing like, fuck.
Oh,
and then
damn
you
it. Oh, yeah. Then you're like, oh, shit, here
Yeah,
comes the milk.
yeah.
Oh, another bag.
Fuck. Yeah, exactly. Or no bag for the milk. I do.
Yeah, it
I
could
do.
be.
I do no bag. The
Yeah,
milk.
it could be.
What else?
What else we got? I got one. I do have one.
Okay.
So I don't know. I know how I do it, and I know what my opinion on this is. But tipping at a restaurant or tipping or anywhere, is there a proper protocol for this? Like, is there a proper my general thing is 20%. Now it fluctuates though. Obviously, if it's if they're really attentive, if they're really good, I'll bump it up 30%. But there's all times like at buffets, I like using breakfast as an example because breakfast isn't a big bill. So let's say you sit down and have breakfast and it's $20. I feel bad only tipping $4, which would be 20%, if it's only just, for breakfast, because dinner would be more. So sometimes if it's like a $20 bill, I'll leave $10. I'll leave a $10 tip. And I know that's high, but I take into consideration that's how they. Sorry, Lou, I keep hitting the table. I take into consideration how these, that's how they make their money. That's how they make their living. Now, even if they're bad, I'll leave a tip, but it'll be like around 15%. But like, so what say you? What do you do when this?
So this is what I do. When I get a bill, typically doesn't really matter what the service is, unless they're just a total bag of dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Like my bill, like say it's $135,
Right.
for me and Michelle or something. I'll round it up to 150 and 20% of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's not like the that includes the tax and like I don't take the tax out.
Right.
That's usually just how I do it.
That's-
I was a waiter for
Right.
a long time. Like
so you
that's how it is,
understand,
yeah.
right?
I just got a pizza for the kids. It was a personal pizza from Caruso's. A personal plain pizza came out to like $11.37. I gave the guy 20.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and they're right down the street.
Yeah,
They're like 3 feet
you're
away.
right. I
should've
do the
walked
same
there.
thing
Yeah.
sometimes when it's like
Yeah.
that because I just feel bad. Like if I go to breakfast by myself, it may cost me $11, $12, and I give them a 20.
Yeah.
So I mean, because I take into consideration that's how these people make their money, and I can't. I'm blessed that I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
I understand people can't, but obviously, if you can't tip correctly, then maybe you don't belong out either at a restaurant ordering out.
Well, so a lot of people don't know how. Like I was a delivery driver. Like when I was in college, I delivered pizza in Washington Township, and you should see the fucking houses I went to, dude.
You could
fucking
forget it.
Monsters, and you would think like, oh, I'm gonna get hooked up, and this is back in, whatever. You want to take it?
No,
All right. Is this a spam call?
it must.
Take it. Speaker.
Hello.
Hi, John.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How big is your penis?
Well, thank you. Not a problem. I apologize. We'll go right ahead and add you to our do not call list, okay? Thanks.
I guess Sarah. Some girl named Sarah calls
So
me all the time.
everybody out there, that's a recording.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
That was not a
it's
recording.
voice. Yes, it was. That's voice. That's voice
He
thing.
responded to you.
That's because each thing will respond. Your response will trigger a response to that.
Oh yeah.
So how I was saying hello.
Yeah.
That's
it's so fucked up, dude.
I mean,
we refied at one point, so they got to run your credit check. Now these credit companies that are running your credit check, someone spam must pay them for your information.
and then,
Dude, like I'm talking 8, 12, 15 phone calls a day about refinancing my home. I'm like, bro, like this is my personal cell phone. You're calling me 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
And it's Sarah.
Right.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I know.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, you can't, like, I want to change my number. That's how bad it is.
Oh, I know. It does get bad. My father is so pissed. So pissed he's getting him. Every time. I turn my phone off. I just turned the phone off, John. I can't stand this shit anymore.
Should we spam your dad right now?
Oh,
Just
my
prank
God,
call,
no.
spam him?
It's after 7 o'clock. Phone's off.
Hello, Neen.
My father's phone, every time, 7 p.m., off.
That's good. That's
7
a good,
a.m., back on. It's on for 12 hours. His phone, when he turns it back in for no one, you could just put it back in the box and resell it as no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big do you think that guy's penis was?
I don't. How come I brought that up? See,
I got
see,
ya.
doing this
I'm
shit
getting
with
you,
you.
yeah.
See.
I planted my little penis ninja.
Oh my God. Sorry about that.
All right.
And you thought, and your mother-in-law thought this was a bad show before.
She didn't even watch it. One of her friends told her I curse a lot.
Oh well. Sorry.
Yes,
Who's
someone-
her friend? Mind your business, Karen.
Her name might actually be Karen.
So we just talked about a donation thing. I wanted to bring up something real quick. My wife and I are doing a toy drive. So if anybody out there, if you know my Facebook, get on there, send me a message. If you'd like any, it could be any toy unwrapped for any age. Me and my wife are going to collect it. We're going to drop, our drop spot this year is going to be Adrenaline, the gym. And then them toys will then obviously go to kids for Christmas and need. So, we're doing a
Very
toy
cool.
drive. So make sure you keep in contact with me on my personal Facebook page, John Michael Caruso. And we can. We're getting that going. We're getting that ramped up.
Very cool. We done with the tipping conversation?
Where did we leave off?
About like deliveries. Oh, I was delivering in Washington Township, and this is back like when it was like $2 was a typical driver fee.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you didn't make a ton of money. It was pretty good money for college, but now it's like I feel like I got to give them $5 no matter what.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
I get 10. I'm at 10
the
now.
dispensary driver that delivers to me. I tip them like $15 easily.
Really?
Oh yeah, easily. Because that's all they do.
Yeah.
So I learned that
And they're not getting tables like left and right like a
no.
waitress.
So when you
Yeah.
go in the dispensary and there's a tip jar, all them people they split the tips. The drivers get to keep their tips because that's all they're doing. I think they get paid like a waitress, and then they get their tips. So the owner of the dispensary allows them to, hold on to their tips, which is I think is great.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Just a tip.
just a tip. There you go again.
I did.
I want to say muff. I see now I'm good. I'm back. I'm back in my zone now.
Gruß Fraba. Yeah, you want to do dumb thing in a week?
I sure I don't have one.
I
but go
got a
ahead.
phenomenal one.
Dumb things of the week.
All right, dude. I wish I should go to Walmart every day. I would come in here with the best dumb shit of the week every fucking time.
God, yeah.
Every fucking time.
Oh, my God,
Have you
yeah.
been to Walmart?
Yeah,
Have you bought a razor blade? Not just a razor for your face. A Gillette.
What do they have them locked up now?
Locked the fuck
Yeah.
up, dude. Locked up. No bullshit.
Yeah.
I wish I had my phone. I wish I could use my phone right now.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Listen, even the shaving gel, right? And then there's a message on the thing. You have to call a 609 number, talk to one of the Walmart employees. Then they go to the loudspeaker. Can someone please go open the fucking thing? And then the big fucking guy, someone comes over.
Attention all Walmart shoppers, we need the fucking thing open
Yeah.
in aisle 3.
And then someone comes over. He gets it. Is this all you need? Yeah. Are you done shopping? I'm like, I don't know. All right. And then they don't even let you touch it.
No?
They bring it to the cashier for you.
No shit.
Yeah, bring it to the cashier. They escort you to the cashier
Somebody got fucked up somewhere.
for Gillette razors.
That's what
Pro Glide.
somebody got screwed up.
Yeah.
Somebody came out of prison and had a flashback and made a shank.
No, he said it's a highly stolen item.
Oh, it's really?
I'm like, I'm like, yeah, they're stealing the shaving gel. He's like, well, no, but what are you gonna do? Just lock these in? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I don't fucking know what you got to do. And then you go there, you pay for it, and then on your way out the door, some fucking jackass asks you for your receipt. I'm like, bro, I had bodyguards around me the whole time. It's Walmart bodyguards making sure I didn't steal this shit.
I hate
and now
the
you're gonna check my
self-checkout.
fucking receipt? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't like how I
don't
have
show
to
them
do
the
this.
receipt ever.
Well, that's my problem. See, if you have me go through a self checkout and there's a camera on me at the self checkout, get the fuck out of my way when I'm walking out the door. Because guess what? We're obviously on the wrong side of things.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to do what I just did.
Yeah.
So
that guy's got to feel like a jerk off. Talk about a jerk off job. That guy should go flag. He probably feel great.
Right.
Right?
Because you know how many people probably
he's
give him...
probably the biggest fucking jerk off in Walmart, and they're like, all right, I don't know. Just ask people for the receipt before they leave.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I gotta do that job.
But I never even, like, with the receipt, like, I never gave the guy a hard time. Like, I just roll my eyes like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's people like, fuck you, I ain't doing it, get out of my way. Like, you imagine what he hears during the course of that person hears during the course of a day.
Bro, during COVID, when they were doing that, I was like, get the fuck away from me. You ain't got chicken on the fucking thing. You can't, you got a paper towel in the store.
Right.
Your fucking snot nose gonna touch my fucking receipt right now? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. What, you want to go through all my shit too? Why don't you just lick it while you're at it?
Spit in it.
Fucking
couple
jerk
sneezes. Man, this show
That's how people treat flaggers, though.
This
fucking asshole.
Lou's got his work cut out for editing this week.
No,
boy.
you don't. You better not edit one thing, boy. Don't fucking touch it.
This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, listen. Well, first of all, not all Walmarts are like that, but our Hamilton Walmart is absolutely horrendous.
It's insane.
I actually was in a Walmart. Did you ever watch the videos, People of Walmart?
No.
Okay.
No.
So there's videos out there,
yeah.
People of Walmart, and they're like, and there's like, it's like, well, I went into one. So me and a couple of military guys, we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Right? Am I right? Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I think that is right. Yeah. And we rented a cabin, and we went down in town, and we went to the Walmart, which is Super Walmart. This Walmart was one. This is where they make the videos. I have no doubt in my mind. The people in there were wearing completely inappropriate things you shouldn't be wearing, doing things you wouldn't believe. People were like in costume. Like it was a freak. It was like walking in the Berlin auction.
Oh,
it was
God.
Like, it was like
that's a bad spot.
It was a freak show.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It was like Jesus Christ. Where did these people come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. It's
is.
the Wild West.
But it's like, but why is it Walmart's?
It's fucking weird. But listen, like, it's the hiring. I don't fucking know. They're fucking do. But like, dude, like, so some old lady, right? I'm fucking looking at the razor blades. I'm like, or the whatever, the Gillettes. And I'm like, can you open this? Oh, I don't have a key. And I'm like, well, can you get someone who's got a key? Did you see that number on there? You got to call. I'm like, you want me to call with my phone, this phone number?
To make you work.
I said, I'm inside the store.
You know
I'm
what?
here.
Screw them.
Yeah.
Do what I just did. Amazon.
But
done.
listen, dude, that's what they're doing. They're so stupid. They don't even fucking realize what because what's the next step, right? You're locking up the baby, the formula. You're locking up the Gillette. You're locking up the earbuds, the fucking everything, dude, right? So now all of a sudden it's going to be, you can't go in a store. You got windows outside. Oh, I need this, and this. Like the store's going to be obsolete,
right? Because you
and
don't want to. Who wants to
it.
go there and be burdened by that bullshit?
It's stupid.
No, I got you.
So what's going to happen is it's just going to turn into all online everything.
Which I don't want it to.
I don't
Hear me
either.
out, because I was so hopeful with all these new big malls getting open that the small malls and like the townships would start making a comeback. And I think they might. I still have hope. I still have hope for that. But because I miss around this time of year, and I don't know about anybody else, the whole nostalgia about walking into a mall.
Yes.
These kids, you don't understand. Like that was. Any other time of the year, I hated the mall. I did not want to go. I hated it. My mother said she was going to the mall during Christmas. I wanted to go and then spend the entire day there.
It's the best.
And when I became an adult, like when and went shopping on my own, the malls were still open in my 20s and early 30s. I loved it. I used to love walking around the mall during Christmas time. The kids are there seeing Santa Claus. All the kiosks down the center, the food court, everything is just jumping, man. It's a vibe. And it was got you such a holiday spirit. You get your stockings made, you get your Christmas ornaments. I fucking loved it. Yeah. And it's gone. And I hope it makes a comeback.
Cherry Hill's still popping.
Cherry Hill, King of Prussia.
We just went there.
What's the big mall up in North Jersey?
King of Prussia.
No, yeah.
They just put that up, right?
Yeah, and then what's ain't there Mall of America is the one in Minnesota?
That's the one in North Jersey now, isn't it?
No, Mall of America is Minnesota, right?
It was. I think North Jersey took it over.
Well, because when the Eagles had
American Dream Mall
is where?
New Jersey.
American Dream Mall. Yeah, Mall of America is Minnesota. Is it Minnesota? Yeah. That's what a Super Bowl was, right? When the Eagles played? Yeah. Horrible. Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more, though, about... we were... Michelle and I were walking through the mall, and I'm like... And she's like, well, we could just get this online. And I'm like... Well, it's fun. Like, don't you... Like, it's fun. Like, but the problem is, it's like customer service. Like, no one knows how to... Treat no one like that Walmart. Like if you were working at that Walmart and you didn't have a key to that fucking.
But it's here. It's society in America.
Yeah,
people have been brainwashed so much to be fucking lazy. You'd rather just pick your. And don't get me wrong, I'm as guilty as charged to some aspect when it comes to this stuff because it is. I'm like today. I'm like I need some coveralls. I wanted some lightweight coveralls to put over, for work when it's getting a little colder. That's what I like to wear instead of, work pants and hoodie. So I just went on Amazon, boop, boop, boop. And then I got some boot bands while I was on there, boom, and done. Now, could I have went somewhere?
Tractor Supply.
Could I went to track? Right. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. And I probably if had I thought of that, I would have went to the local store. But I just didn't. I'm like, it's too easy because that's what happens. These things make things too easy and convenient. So while the convenience is great, you're hurting the little man. Anybody that has these little shops, anything like that.
I paid them extra money every fucking time. I mean, every week when I go grocery shopping, I go to Baglanni's first. I get I'm talking milk, eggs, anything I could get at Bags. I get it at Bags before I go to ShopRite.
Right.
I go to ShopRite for the shit Bags just doesn't have.
Yeah.
Tarragon leaves or whatever. Like stupid shit.
And that's great. It's great because I urge everybody to shop local. I mean, if you want to do your part to change, be the change and do little things like that to put your money back. That's how the economy starts growing again. You're putting money back into your local communities, these local businesses, and that's where the money's getting spent. Yeah. And it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right, so you mentioned getting the coveralls. Mm-hmm. Weather's getting cold now.
Yep.
But let's talk about it. What do you got to do to adjust?
So this is the time of year where that tote in your trunk or in the back of your truck, all you construction workers know what I'm talking about. That's time to pull it out. That's got all the heavy clothes, the coats, the gloves, the hats. Time to pull that out, put it in the back seat so it's accessible, and get yourself prepared for this weather. Now, I like to be comfortable but warm. So, and I don't like to sweat because once you sweat when it's cold out, it's over. It's like you're freezing. So this year, what I'm going to try is doing them coveralls, and basically I'm going to wear joggers and a like a sweatshirt underneath, and then put them over with my boots. And that's how I'm going to work. I'm going to try that this year and see how that works with warmth and comfort. The key thing in the wintertime is also hydration. I know water.
Tough.
Water. Stay hydrated. Water, just water. Water's 8 canteens a day.
It's tough.
It's tough, but it's the hardest to do it in the wintertime because you don't realize
you don't want to drink either. You don't want to drink cold water.
And I'll go home and my piss is rust at the end of it because all you're drinking is coffee, hot chocolate.
Your body's working so hard to keep yourself warm. Yes. You're just burning calories.
Yeah, and you don't.
You're not even
so you don't even realize
yourself.
How dehydrated it is. So that's something else you got to keep in mind. And I always urge people, bring another pair of socks. Bring an extra pair of socks. Bring an extra pair of underwear. Like, I always have a backpack with that extra stuff, and it just stays in my truck, just in case. So, I mean, and this is part of our money. I mean, if you're working first of all, and you're in road construction and you're doing this time of year is bonus money. Like, things start slowing down. A lot of people are getting laid off. There's not much. There is work out there, but it's not like the summertime work. So if you're working right now, you got to be prepared because this is like bread and butter right now.
And a lot of it's down the shores where the wind's just whipping.
Oh, they just go right. It's like the winds are just go. It doesn't matter which street you're on, this way or this way.
Yeah.
The wind's just whipping down it.
Yeah.
It's
those
horrible.
those days like in February where you can't get warm at the end of the day. You know, like
you
you're
can't.
freezing all the way into the shower, hot
Yeah.
shower. You're freezing when you get
Yes.
out. You're freezing all fucking night.
100%. Oh my God,
You
yeah.
know, just chill to the bone.
You're doing well points and you're if you're not wearing a complete rain suit doing well points, you're gonna freeze your rear end off because you're getting soaked.
You're soaked.
Oh my God,
I've never put a well point in that was like wasn't like I was in a monsoon.
Yeah,
ever.
It's the truth, though. Yeah. And this is the time of year that it's when you're down the shore. You got to put well points in because you're doing water pipe. This is when the shore says, "Okay, yeah, come on in, do all your maintenance and all your utilities." Yeah,
the traffic lights are turned off.
Oh yeah,
to save electricity.
everything's blinking. Everything's just blinking. Yeah,
you don't even have to put traffic. I mean, like, I went down there today to set up a job for Monday and put out notices and stuff. Bro, I can't tell you how much construction's going on down there, and they don't give a fuck, dude. It's just like an arrow with cones in the middle of the road. You're just like, all right, I guess I can't go down here.
You just call the cops and they're like, "Which street?" All right, yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, they don't give a shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, so so going into these months, you have to be prepared. You got to make sure you're doing what you're doing. And again, we're working in the elements. We're out there. Tomorrow's going to be miserable, misty, windy, raining in the afternoon. And guess what? We're working. That's what we have to. That's part of our commitment in this industry when we're working. All the elements. Because if we're laid off, and unemployment isn't quite as much as what we're making in a paycheck. You know what I mean? And it gets boring. So God bless you guys that are still out there working. That's an honor. It's a privilege. It's this is bread and butter. It's getting close to the holidays. The ones that aren't, hang in there. Hopefully you get called out to something. But you want to. This is part. That's why I wanted to say this is part of not just working in the hot weather, not just missing your family, not just all that stuff. Here's another element that we have to do: cold weather, snow. There's a lot like if it snows. All right, but the street's clear. Okay, well, we can cut it open. We can do do what we got to do.
You got jackhammer through the ground sometimes.
Oh yeah. When the ground freezes, that's another good point. When the ground freezes, if you ain't never seen a backhoe bucket hit a frozen ground and just go bonk, yeah,
for sure, dude.
It happens.
I bought a Stanley thermos not long ago.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
First of all, I want to.
Stanley's making a comeback.
All you women out there that went out and bought pink Stanleys because of the Barbie movie, okay? Stanleys were popular in our day, okay? The thermoses.
Walmart brand Stanley.
Not the Stanley like Yeti looking thing where you guys are sipping your coffee or your little seltzer waters. No, the Stanley thermos, okay? That thing
unbelievable.
Will keep soup
piping hot. Can't even drink it
all day.
Yeah, you gotta like blow on it at noon. I mean, we're walking out the door at 4:30 a.m.
Yes.
And this motherfucker is piping hot.
And it'll be that
noon.
hot. Yes. And it does, and it keeps it cold too. It's just like a Yeti. It will keep it cold as well.
It's unbelievable.
Stanley's were the first. In fact, I think Stanley's was better than Yeti.
I think it is too.
But Yeti just made a big explosion with their
good marketing
cup. With that,
that
cup. Well, because Stanley originally was, I said, just a thermos.
Yeah.
Then why Stanley didn't think of doing the Yeti idea years ago is beyond me. But that was the original. That's the original Yeti. Yeah. Is the Stanley and the Stanley thermos. If you don't own one and you work outside hunting, awesome. Any of you people that hunt out there, you must have one. Yeah. You got to have one. Like if you're sitting in a deer box, that's great. You have one for coffee, one with soup. Oh my God, it's fantastic.
I never got my bow license, and I'm in the middle of doing the New Jersey wildlife thing to get your bow license online right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's fucking, dude. It's they.
You don't have to go take the physical test.
No, you do also,
okay.
But you have to do the online portion. It used to be where you just go to class all day one day, and then the next day you go shoot.
Yeah, you go to a hunting club somewhere.
But now you got to do it online.
Really?
And it's just a never-ending string of chapters. Like you don't know when the end is. It's not like where they're like, oh, well, 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like you can't even. You have no idea when the end is.
Right.
And it's one of the ones where you can't just like speed read it or like, oh, I know this shit, I'll go to the next one. They keep you on the page for like 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Right.
You have to listen to. You have to play the movie.
Oh yeah.
You have to do this.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there like that now. Yeah,
motherfucker, dude.
like tests. When we take tests for the gas thing, you can't skip through shit. You have to watch it for the minutes. Oh yeah.
That's stupid, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's because everybody goes fast forward.
Yeah. Can you do this for me? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
but if you know it, you fucking know it. Like,
I took my shotgun test and my bow test at Rosedale Gun Club.
I think I took my shotgun test at Rosedale.
I took the written test at Rosedale. I took the shotgun on Piney Hollow Road, the shooting portion. My bow test, I took the written and the shooting part at Rosedale Gun Club.
I'm getting my rifle too because I think I'm going to try and go down to Maryland next year.
Okay.
Hunt some Maryland. Well, they got this thing, right? A bunch of guys from Hamilton are doing this. They're starting like a hunting club. And so there's this property out there, and they maintain 14 stands on like hundreds and hundreds of acres. It's 14 stands. There's an app. And if you get 14 guys together, y'all put up money. And then everyone goes on the app, and you just click whatever stand you're going to be on. And that's how everyone knows where you're at. But you do it with like a bunch of your boys, and no one gets pissed off or anything at anyone. And it's just like one property. And you know where you're going, and you could do it all year.
Is it going right now?
They're trying to get people together. You want to do it?
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. I don't really hunt anymore.
Yeah, but I don't hunt anymore because I got a bait. I got to do this. This is just you go. You just go to Maryland. It's an hour and a half away.
No, I'm good. I'd rather be the guy back at the club cooking.
You can cook.
Yeah, I'd rather cook. I do. I'd be a good.
There's
kitchen.
no club though.
I'd be a good kitchen bitch. Like I got a bunch of buddies right now that go. They just went to North Carolina. I think they're going to Pennsylvania. And I told them, I said, if you ever get an open spot, I'll go, but I'll just be the kitchen bitch. And they all know I can cook. They would love that. But that's what I would enjoy. Even like like you know how people go to the Poconos? I didn't go skiing. When we used to go Poconos, I would stay back and cook. I'd cook a pot of chili and stuff like that. Light the fire. Yeah. I was the house bitch, and I didn't care. I loved it.
Yeah, cooking's the best, dude. We used to, Ship. His grandpa had this hunting shed. In the backyard, and it had like a wood fire stove. And we used to like all of our parents were hunters, so we would bring the deer meat. We would go buy cherry peppers that weren't like, they weren't stuffed or nothing. They were just sitting in the vinegar. They were put up. And we'd go buy Berjou, Sharp Provolone, Long Hots, and we would just sit there all day, dude, just stuffing peppers and eating them as we go. Just. You know what I mean? Just someone's cooking deer cutlets. Someone, we're making cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Just a great fucking time.
I made a killer pot of deer meat last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago.
What'd you do?
Killer. Just like the club style where you scoop it out and put it in a roll, just like that. And you know what I'm talking about. It's got the
Worcestershire, soy salt.
The Worcestershire ass. Yeah. They got that in there. A little bit of kitchen bouquet.
Little Cooper Sharp.
On the roll, when you get it in there,
yeah, it's got to be cold. It can't be melted.
Some jarred up cherry peppers like that were already cut up and jarred up, threw them in there, dude. When I tasted it, it was like I took a time travel back to either my brother's house when we used to do this or the hunting club. I'm like, dude, and it tasted fantastic.
Isn't that the best when you're cooking it and you just know it's gonna be, like you just get a feel for it. Like this is cooking perfect.
I ate a meal just tasting, constantly tasting and tasting and tasting. And I gotta thank my nephew Anthony for that. Like, thank you, buddy. He gave me the deer ham and I
know what I'm eating tomorrow. I'm gonna take a loin out of the freezer right now.
Well, if it's
as soon as we're done.
If it's a loin for me, it's breaded deer cutlets.
Yeah.
Oh, with a loin, absolutely.
I've been putting it on a charcoal grill.
Wow.
I do half the grill. I do hot, the other half cold. I'll let it sit in 400 degree cold on the cold side till it gets to like 120 degrees. Finish it on the fire. Comes out fucking great, dude.
Nice.
Medium rare.
It's not the cold side, by the way. It's like, you know that, right? If it's 400 degrees.
No, but it's called the cold side on the grill. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm my other favorite way is breaded deer cutlets. Yeah. Breaded deer cutlets, like
they're that. I grew up. I didn't even know you could eat.
They're great
deer.
The next day cold.
Yeah. I didn't know you could eat deer any other way. I didn't even know you could cook it any other way. It's all my mom ever made. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for today on Two in a Blue. Thanks for tuning in. We'd like to thank all our followers. Thank you again. Subscribe, like, follow, word of mouth. Look for the stickers. Okay, get your QR code, get out there. I've been handing them out. I hope people are, jumping on and follow us again. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget, go to all our social media pages, like us, follow, subscribe. Boom. I'm John Flounder. This is Steve. Lou in the background. We're Tuna Blue. Hey, Dad, how we doing?
I think there's something wrong with you.